Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is still the 30th of September and I'm here once again with your daily dose of today's latest gaming news. This time I'm bringing you some rather sad news from Sega regarding Yakuza 5, as they have said they do not currently have any plans to give a Western release for the game, and this is according to the Chief Creative Officer Toshihiro Nagoshi. And he was speaking to Edge, and he said that the size of Yakuza Studio's development team prevents it from juggling multiple products, and that it's currently focused solely on Yakuza Ishin for Sony platforms. And he said, quote, "We don't have a plan for that at the moment. The Yakuza studio team is a fixed size, and we have to choose between forging ahead with the next game or localizing the one that just came out." Now, for those of you wondering who perhaps may not have heard, Yakuza Ishin will be available as a PS4 launch title in Japan when it comes out in February, which will, of course, come out alongside a PS3 version. And the game will be taking place in the Meiji era, with Ryomu Sakamoto starring as the main character. And Ishin is considered to be a sequel to Yakuza Kenzin, which took place in the Edo era. Now, according to Nagoshi, the size of Ishin has in fact warranted the full attention of the entire team, and he said, quote, this time the size of the game was so large, so rather than localizing that game, we chose to focus our manpower on the new game, but we get a lot about it. We get lots of complaints. And he was then naturally, as you might expect, asked whether Ishin would ever be localized for the West, and Nagoshi said he'd, quote, definitely love to reach the whole world and would consider it if he had the manpower and money to do it. And of course, the last Yakuza game to be released in the West was Yakuza Dead Souls, so it's a bit of a shame that we won't be seeing Yakuza 5 anytime soon. So essentially this means that until Yakuza Ishin is done and dusted, we probably won't even hear a whisper of rumour concerning a Yakuza 5 Western localization, which is a real shame. Obviously Yakuza Ishin is due out next year for the Japan launch of the PS4, so until then we can basically forget about getting Yakuza 5 here in the West, as the team is focused on getting that game out rather than localizing Yakuza 5. Now, they could, of course, naturally outsource the localization, but they would have to pay for that. And judging from what he's saying, they want to dedicate the devs team's time, but also the budget that is needed to Yakuza Ishin. So until it's done, no money or time is going to be given to Yakuza 5 to basically westernize it and get it released outside of Japan, which is a real shame. But if the team is not small enough, not big enough, excuse me, if it's too small to actually work on two things at once like that, if they want to give Yakuza Ishin their full attention and of course their full budget and all that good stuff, then I suppose that makes sense. But it's rather annoying that we won't be seeing it here in the West until at least next year when Yakuza Ishin comes out in Japan. Now, of course, the development for that game will be done before it comes out, but of course when it comes out they'll be focused on any issue fixing, bugs and patches and so forth, so it probably will be sometime next year that we may hear rumours or whispers of a Yakuza 5 Western release, which is a bit of a shame, but I suppose it's understandable given the circumstances of the development of Yakuza Ishin. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.